Hi guys, this is Tiny Talk. Sounds like small talk because that's all we're really good at.
Plus, we're using a tiny microphone.
So, we kind of know what we're talking about, but not really. So,
We don't know how to, execute it.
yeah, bear with us.
Yeah, but we made a list of stuff that we can talk about so that way we're not just rambling on and on about nonsense.
Yeah, like the other one that we started, and I talked about the room being yellow.
Yeah, because we're sitting in a yellow room, which is my bedroom.
Yes. So, we're going to talk a little bit about video games. Mainly because apparently it's weird when girls still play video games.
Yeah. Even to, other girls, it's weird.
Which is... That's just dumb. Like, why is it weird if a girl plays a video game, but when a guy plays a video game, they're like, oh, guess I saw that coming.
Yeah.
But when anybody that's a girl mentions a video game, they're like, what?
They
Do
get
you
all
know what a
surprised.
video game is?
And it's so dumb. I remember telling one of my friends that I play video games, and she, looked at me, I was so weird, and literally said, you still play video games? It's either, for a child or for boys.
And, I mean, I guess some of the games we play, some other boys play.
Yeah.
But some of them, not really.
Well, because I usually just play, Fortnite. Or,
Yeah.
shooter games. I like a lot of story-based games.
Yeah, I like those ones better. I know you don't like Tomb Raider, but I like Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I don't really like Tomb Raider.
But also, what's another story-based game? Oh, The Last of Us. You like that
The
one a
Last
lot.
of Us, which is my favorite game.
That I never started playing because you got bored halfway through me starting it.
Yeah, my bad.
It's okay. And we like to play that, Outlast.
Yeah, Outlast is fun. It's really scary. The first one isn't bad anymore.
Because
We
we
just
played
played
it 14 times.
Yeah. The Whistleblower isn't bad, but it's definitely more scary than the first one.
Yeah, Whistleblower isn't that bad because I made it through parts of it.
Yeah, except you made me play the last part, which is the most scary part.
It's okay. We don't have to talk about that.
And then Outlast 2, I will never be able to beat it. It's just,
No.
it's too scary.
No, too scary. You have to walk through the water to get to that one house.
Mm-hmm. And you just don't know
And
what's
then
coming.
you don't know what's gonna jump out.
No. I've watched PewDiePie play it. I know how it ends. I know the story. So if they ever do come out with a new one, I know the story. I've just never played it myself.
I know the story too because I looked it up because you wouldn't tell me because you wanted me to play it. But I looked it up.
Yeah.
And then, what was that one that we played? Until Dawn? Was that what
Until
it was called?
Dawn was really fun.
Yeah. That one was... The Wendigos were kind of scary.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
They
It's
weren't,
just
bad.
choice-based games, though, are, really stressful.
God, I panicked every time.
Yeah.
I was like, X is always the answer.
X.
I'm pretty sure that's why one of mine died.
Oh, yeah, that's true. One of yours did die. Which one died? I thought we only killed,
It was when they went out. No, I killed that guy that was with us, that was helping us, who knew about the Wendigos.
that's who you did kill.
I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. The rest of them made it, except for one of them.
The brother, Josh was his name, the one who initiated, the prank.
Yeah.
But that was because we didn't find enough, notes or anything.
Yeah. We were kind of bad at that game.
It's
Mainly
fine.
because I fell asleep twice.
Yeah, you did. You kept falling asleep.
It's okay. I can't help it. I go to bed early.
I would have liked Until Dawn if it was just a serial killer.
That would be. What else do we play? Call of Duty's fun, but after
I have
a
the dumb
while-
one, though. I have the one that's not good.
Yeah. Which one do you have?
I couldn't tell you, but it's one of the older ones,
Mine is too.
so it's not good. Also, I've played every map on it.
I think mine's Modern Warfare or something.
I don't remember what mine is.
Yours is a different one than mine. I know that.
Yeah. Detroit Become Human is a really
so
pretty
good.
and such a good game.
The singing. Oh,
Yeah, it's still
that
my favorite
song
thing.
at the end made me want to cry.
Same. That game's nuts though. There's 40 different endings. I've only seen 2, 3 maybe.
Yeah. And then we started to play Heavy Rain.
Never finished though.
Yeah. Because you guys said that it got dumb.
No. That was,
Oh, Beyond Two Souls.
Beyond Two Souls was
We
really
never
dumb.
started Heavy Rain.
No, I started it with Garrett,
Yeah.
my brother, and just never finished it.
Yeah. I never started it, even though I have my own.
Yeah, it's true. You can just
Game.
bring it over and we can play it.
Yeah. But Beyond Two Souls, that one, you guys said got boring.
It was really dumb. It was just all over the place. Like, I didn't see a point in the story whatsoever.
Yeah. Like, in Detroit, Become Human, there is a purpose.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying to become
And you get to make your
equal
own.
rights for the androids.
And you choose your own path.
Yeah. I like all the choice questions. Also, I like wheeling Carl around, even though I'm terrible at it. It's so funny.
Just Kara's story is a little pointless.
Kara's story just makes me mad. She doesn't even do anything that, like, helps anybody.
No.
She doesn't do anything that helps Connor. She doesn't do anything that helps Marcus.
Like, okay, her story is pretty cool. It's just, it doesn't contribute to the game in any way whatsoever. She meets up with Marcus and Connor, I guess, but they still
like
don't do
one
anything.
time. Marcus chases her across the highway.
Connor chases her.
Connor.
Yeah.
My bad. I knew what I meant.
And that's it. And then, like, they meet again, and he's like, do they meet again? Is he, like, sorry for chasing you or something? I think at one point he can. I think that's if Marcus dies.
Yeah, I think they can, but in the ending that we got, they didn't. Because she met up with Marcus.
Oh, yeah,
And
she
he
went to
said
Canada.
that stuff. Yeah. And then they got away. But, yeah. I mean, you clean the kitchen at the freaking house, and then you can either kill the dad or leave him alive, and then you run away with
You're really just
Alice.
cleaning and taking care of
she-
Alice.
I hate her sometimes.
Me too.
She's so annoying. You're just like, come on, let's go this way, and she's like, just stands there.
She just doesn't seem grateful for anything that you do.
Mm-mm.
Like, when you're trying to find, like,
She is literally the image that I see when I see spoiled teenager.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you really not help out even a little bit?
No, and when you're trying to find, like, a place to stay the night, she's not okay with anything. Because if you get the hotel, she's upset that you stole money and clothes. If you sleep in the car, she's uncomfortable. And if you sleep in the house, she's terrified because of that one dude. Forgot his name.
I thought he was your favorite character.
He is one of my favorite characters. I just forgot his name. Ralph.
Yeah. Ralph is weird.
I love Ralph.
Although I do like the scene where they go to the carousel.
With the
all
Jerrys.
Yeah, with all the Jerrys.
I love the Jerrys.
Jerrys are funny. Although they're kind of crazy too.
Yeah. Well, some of them. You got
Some
the
of 'em
normal
are.
Jerrys.
Yeah.
You got, like, the normal Jerrys, the crackhead Jerrys.
Yeah.
I think it's just really fun. You can play, like, a lot of characters, make so many different choices.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what other games I have.
Video games are expensive.
Ugh,
They
tell
are
me about it,
so
bro.
expensive.
That's why I've waited to get the third Tomb Raider, because it was like $60 when it first came out. I think it's gone down to like $30 now, so I'm probably gonna buy it. But I was like, oh my god. Also, I haven't finished the second one. Finished the first one though. It was real fun.
That sounds like me with Kingdom Hearts.
But see, I didn't finish it to like 100%. Like, I missed a bunch of maps and like a bunch of tombs that I could go through and stuff. But I was like, you know what? I'm getting through this game. So I can replay it to get 100%. But I don't know where all this stuff is. So, plus, why not play all 3 of them first and then go back and see what all I missed? Which is kind of fun with those type of games, because you can finish them but then go back and get more, you know? We have Injustice,
Yeah.
which is, it's okay. It's fun to play for a little bit, but it's just a fighting game.
Yeah.
The story mode is different, but it's still just a fighting game, you know?
Yeah.
So, also, it's just DC characters, which is kind of lame. Like, throw some Marvel in there, bro.
Yeah. I like Marvel more than DC.
Oh, yeah, way more. The only DC characters that I like are Flash, Superman, and Supergirl.
Aren't, like, Teen Titans DC?
Yeah, they are.
I like Teen Titans.
And
I like the
kinda
Joker.
Yeah, I like the Joker. He's funny.
I don't like Batman, though.
No, Batman
Batman.
is literally terrible.
Yeah.
God, I hate him so much. He doesn't even have any powers. And people are like, well, other superheroes don't have powers and you still like them. Listen, Captain America, he's hot. He's got super strength. Like, but he's hot. Have you ever seen somebody be like, oh my god, Batman's so hot? No.
No, Batman
doesn't even have super strength. He just has gadgets. That's what he has.
Yeah, he's just
and he has a
rich
sidekick.
kid.
Yeah, he's literally just a rich kid. So he's the worst superhero of them all. I can't even call him a superhero with a straight face. I can't do it. But that game, you just fight, and it gets boring after a bit, which is kind of the same with Call of Duty.
I think most games do that,
unless they're a story mode game. That's why I like story mode games.
Yeah, like Minecraft, that's fun. I can Minecraft and The Sims is kind of the same thing, where I'll play it for like 3 days like consecutively and like stay up late playing them.
Yeah,
and then I won't play them for months.
Yeah, me too. Literally. I don't even have Minecraft for my PlayStation. I just have it on there because you brought your Minecraft over that one time. And then you left it there.
And now it's at my brother's.
Yeah.
Because it won't update here.
He probably sold it.
Probably.
He would. God, that's going to make me so angry if he did.
He probably did. If he did, then that's 2 games of mine that he sold. 3 games, because then if he sold The Sims.
Ugh.
He sold Grand Theft Auto before. Grand Theft Auto, the story is so good. I just played it to mess around on it, to just drive around and like buy clothes and stuff. And I like had to do missions in order to unlock more stuff, so I started to do the missions just to unlock more stuff for me to mess around. And the story was just amazing.
I haven't actually played this story. I was gonna play Jacob's Grand Theft Auto, but he has the Xbox. So can't really do that. Also, I just want to point out that Xbox is pretty much trash.
Facts.
And people are like, oh, you haven't tried them both. No, I've played both. We've played the Xbox 360 when you had it. I've played Jacob's Xbox One, and I still think that PlayStation is way better. The controller is so much easier to handle. The buttons are so much less confusing. And it's just so much easier.
I just grew up around PlayStation. Like, my brother had PlayStation 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And then I guess my first console besides the Wii was Xbox 360, and I played on that. But I think I really just played Minecraft on the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And I played Fable 3, which is my first story-based game.
Yeah.
But then I got to PlayStation right after.
Yeah, we had the PlayStation 2, and Crash Bandicoot was my favorite game to play on that one. And Spyro. And then we got the PlayStation 3, which Jacob still has in his room somewhere, I'm sure. He never uses it, though. And then I got The Sims for that. And then I was never able to play it because we had to share the PlayStation 3, and he always wanted to play it. So I never played it. And then I got the PlayStation 4 that I bought, and then he got the Xbox for his birthday. So there's a lot of consoles in the house. The PlayStation 2 is broken, though. So that's why I got the new trilogies of Crash Bandicoot and Spyro for the PlayStation 4, because the PlayStation 2 is broken, so I can't play the originals. But the newer ones are like, the graphics and stuff are amazing.
That's true. I think that's it for video games. I think we covered... Oh, Stardew Valley is one of my favorite.
Oh my god.
Like, okay, but it has a story to it. It's not just like, yeah, you can farm and mine and forage, but there's people in the town that you can actually talk to and get to know, and you can give them gifts, you can get married, you can upgrade your house, you have a dog.
I guess that's probably a game that's more fun to play like by yourself, because it's not as fun to sit there and watch you play.
Yeah. Well, because I watched my brother play it all the time, and I was like, this game is so dumb.
Yeah.
And then as he got more into the story, I was like, okay, this sounds pretty cool. I'm going to steal it from you.
Yeah.
And I got really into it and played it for hours.
And then you took it and just didn't give it back.
It's fine.
Which is why you let him take the Sims. But selling the Sims and keeping the Sims is a different story.
Yeah.
He would.
We're supposed to trade back and forth again.
Yeah.
And he just goes off and sells things. I don't know if he sold it. He won't answer my question. He's doing everything he can to avoid the "do you have my Sims?" question.
Sounds like him.
I think we covered everything now. I will say Stardew Valley does kind of lose its purpose after you get to know everybody and you beat the community center.
Yeah.
Because now I'm
probably.
just like upgrading my farm, which that's cool, but it gets boring after a while because then I just don't really have a purpose other than waking up, taking care of my animals, and that's it.
Yeah. What is there to talk about next? Oh, things we do when we get bored.
Yeah, we do a lot of things when we get bored.
Literally just like 20 minutes ago, we were sitting in the rolly chair that I'm sitting in now. There was a cup of water over on the floor, and we had Tide Pods, and one person would push the other person, and you would try to throw the Tide Pod in the water cup.
Yeah.
And
we definitely spilled the water multiple times. Or we would just hit it and some water would bounce out.
Oh yeah, we moved the two big reclining chairs that are in here. We ran into those a bunch of times. Ran into the wall a couple of times.
Yeah, we ran into a lot of things.
Another time when we got bored, we were at my house. And for some reason, who knows why, it was probably because we were bored, we took a whole ball of yarn and taped it around my room like laser beams would be, and we tried to go through it.
Yeah. Because I looked up games. Like, I was like, what games to play when we're bored? And that popped up, and I was like, do you have yarn?
And you're like, yeah. For some reason, I did.
Yeah, and that wasn't even when we, like, started knitting.
Oh, yeah, we like to knit.
Yeah.
Which people are like, oh my god, are you guys old ladies? But knitting is just really fun.
It really
is. It's a good stress reliever.
And you can be proud of, like, the work that you did when you finished something.
I'm so proud of my scarf that I made, even though I need to wash it because my mom got that coffee stain on it. Yeah. But I am so proud of that scarf.
I'm proud of my hat, even if it is a baby hat and doesn't fit me or anybody else.
Yeah, well, you can be proud when you finish that one that you're making me.
Yeah.
If you ever finish.
I haven't had time.
I know. It's fine.
I'll have time after today.
Yeah.
Because then I'm free.
And then, I should probably finish making Danjo's scarf. It's just so hard because I made it multicolored, so it's white and purple. So I have to switch back and forth with the yarn every time.
Yeah, it's annoying.
And I'm just like, was this really a good idea? But I've already done like half of it, so what's the point in starting over? I might as well just finish it. And then...
what else have we done on our board? We do a lot of weird things. Sometimes we'll just run around.
Yeah.
And scream. Well, I scream most of the time.
Yeah. You scream a lot.
I like to scream when I'm home alone. That's why I like being home alone.
Yeah.
I can feel like I can just let out my emotions by screaming.
I like when we're home alone because your parents don't come up here and nag us.
That's true.
If they're not here, they can't talk to us.
That's true. That's why I kind of like being up here better than being down there, because I can hear every conversation they have down there.
Yeah, because it's super echoey.
But up here, I can, like, barely hear it.
Yeah.
And if I want to hear their conversation, it's so easy to sneak down the stairs and, like, stay right there.
Yeah.
And listen.
Yeah, but in your other room, the TV was right on that wall, and they always had it up.
They have it to, like, 70.
I know. They're literally deaf. So deaf. I don't really know what else we do when we get bored. We just kind of think of stuff on the spot to do.
Yeah.
That's just the weirdest thing ever. Like, nobody would do that, ever.
Yeah, we're weird people.
I think sometimes when I get bored at home, I'll, like, organize stuff, though. That's a thing that some people do. I'll just organize my desk drawers or something.
See, I start to get bored, and, like, I start to organize when I get bored, but then I get bored of organizing, and I just make a bigger mess.
See, but you get bored really easily.
Yeah.
Really. Like, you can't even sit through a movie. Like,
That's
you
true.
can in a movie theater because you paid for that movie.
Yeah.
And it's a new movie. But if it's a movie that you've already seen, you cannot sit through it.
No.
Like, or even a movie that you haven't seen, but you're watching it at home, you can't sit through it.
No.
At least when I'm here, you can't.
I can, like, with my family, like, when we watch, like, Spider-Man or something, I can sit through it.
Yeah.
But with you, I cannot.
I don't get it.
Like, I love that movie. Us, the new movie that came out.
Yeah.
Really good. Watched it with my family for a second time. But you came over and tried to watch it, and I just couldn't pay attention.
We started watching it 3 times.
I know.
I don't get it. I can sit through movies all day. I love movies.
I love movies too. I just can't.
I'm a movie fanatic. Watching movies is my favorite thing. But, like, I'm that person that'll, like, watch, like, 6 movies a day. And then the next day, or, like, after that, I'll start rewatching those 6. and then the next day I'll start watching a different 6, and then start rewatching them in that same day. I
just
like to watch them over and over.
I think I have a short
attention span.
Because I like YouTube videos that are short. That's why I like David Dobrik so much, because his vlogs are so short.
Yeah.
And they're so action-packed that they keep me entertained for the 4 minutes and 20 seconds. That's all I can last.
See, but if you can watch a movie when you're with your parents, then it must just be a short attention span when I'm here.
Probably. I can kind of watch movies by myself sometimes. I get tired really quick, though. If I'm, like, laying in my bed watching a movie, I'm out. I will fall asleep instantly.
I like to watch them, like, either on my iPad or during the summer, I had to watch them on the laptop. But Jacob took the laptop. Did I tell you that? He took the laptop. My mom said that he could use it for something, and now he thinks it's his.
That's a bunch of baloney.
Excuse me, but no. I mean, I know I can't use it for school because I know that the math doesn't work on there.
Yeah.
For next year, so I mean I can't use it for that purpose, but I can still watch movies on it.
Yeah.
And I have all of my stuff saved. Oh, that boy makes me mad. He just took it like it was his. Also, I gave him my other laptop that I had. I mean, it's a Chromebook. It was sucky, but I gave it to him.
At least you don't have some dumb HP laptop that...
Oh, that's true. That laptop's so bad. But then again, the internet here sucks most of the time.
I took it to the hotel that had free internet, and it didn't even work. It worked worse at the hotel than it worked here.
How does that even happen?
I don't know. It, like, feeds off bad Wi-Fi.
It's like bad Wi-Fi. I'm there. I'll work. Don't worry. And then sometimes it won't, which is the funny part.
So dumb.
Yeah. But we really just do the oddest things. Like, nobody else would think what we think. Really.
We're a bunch of weirdos.
God, so weird.
Let me pull a Jughead from Riverdale. I'm a weirdo, Betty. I'm weird. I do weird things. I don't know if he actually says that.
I don't even understand that, but it's okay.
Because you don't watch Riverdale.
God, I hate Riverdale.
Okay, Riverdale season 1, good. Riverdale season 2, whack. Riverdale season 3, whack. I haven't even watched it, but it's still whack.
I can't do it. That and 13 Reasons Why, both of them, I can't do it.
13 Reasons Why is so good, though. A lot of people hate it. And a lot of people hated this season because Bryce died. Sorry if you haven't seen Riverdale. 13 Reasons Why.
Spoiler, my bad.
Bryce dies. Which, that's obvious. It's in the trailer. But...
Oh, yeah. Then I guess it's not really a spoiler.
Yeah, we'll take that spoiler running back.
Yeah, you're bad. You're bad. My bad. That's what I meant. My bad.
Trying to blame it on me.
Yeah, it's your bad.
But I really liked it. I don't know. I like those type of shows. I like 13 Reasons Why a lot.
I watched until tape 4.
You gotta get past season 1.
And
Season 1, Hannah Baker is like the worst person to ever have existed. And sorry if that offends people, because yeah, she's like the main victim of the show. Yeah, she killed herself. But she's the... Ooh, words that I can't say. She's the worst person in the world.
Sorry, I was getting
just everything happened to her besides, like, being raped.
Yeah.
Everything else, she did that to herself. Like, yeah, the Bryce thing, Bryce is a bad guy. He is. No doubt. No question about it.
I mean, I know that. I haven't watched the show, but you fill me in.
Yeah. But Hannah, like, the freaking... everything.
See, but this is how it kind of works with us, though. Because you watch things that I don't, and you fill me in on them. So I at least know what you're talking about. And I watch things that you don't, and I still fill you in. Like the other day, when I literally texted you half a page of a book.
You know, I was like, holy crap.
Over Grey's Anatomy.
It was long.
I know. And you know at least some of the characters' names.
I just know Meredith. I know Derek. Is not a character?
Yeah, he died a long time ago.
Okay.
That's not a spoiler. If you don't know that Derek died, then you're not a fan.
You're
not a fan, let me tell you.
I only know Meredith, to be honest. She's the only one I care about.
Yeah, Meredith's the main character.
Never seen it. I just know that she's there.
Yeah. She's the main character, and she's pretty good. But Derek's sister, Amelia, is my favorite.
Amelia, I remember her.
Yeah, she's my favorite. Although, you already know why I'm mad. I won't say anything about it in case anybody watches it and hasn't watched the episode from Thursday. Because apparently, weirdly, I'm the only person that watches it, like, live on TV. Everybody else has to wait for it to come out on Hulu, or they wait an entire year for it to come out on Netflix. Yeah. I'm like, what? But why don't you just watch it?
Or record it. Like,
yeah,
are you telling me that...
I record it and watch it live. So, like... But I guess some people don't have cable, which is understandable. But for the people who do have cable and don't watch it, I'm like, what's your problem?
Yeah.
I don't even feel sympathy for you.
No.
And then, poor Game of Thrones.
Oh, God.
It's a show that we both watch.
Yeah.
That took a turn.
It's rough.
God, I can't get over I can't watch the last season. I watched it, but I can't go back and watch it like I do the other ones.
No.
It makes me so sad. Oh, and it's not that it makes, okay, it does make me mad. I was going to say it doesn't, but it makes me mad. Like, I know they had to end it some way, but I just feel like it was rushed. 6 episodes, and all the other seasons, except for season 7, had 10 episodes.
Yeah. That seemed like it just went too fast.
Yeah. And also, they killed my favorite character.
Same.
My favorite.
Although she's not my favorite. I mean, she's probably like my favorite, but my favorite is Greyjoy.
Theon
Greyjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Theon. He turned into a good guy after he saved Sansa.
Yeah.
Sansa, however you say it.
I say Sansa.
Sansa. Us stupid Americans. Sansa. But like at the earlier seasons, he's just a bad guy.
I know, but I still like him.
Guy. And like everybody's like, "Oh, Jon Snow's the hottest guy."
Jon Snow is not the hottest.
Okay, Robb Stark was
Stark
definitely the hottest. I know he died at the Red Wedding, but he was the hottest.
He didn't deserve to die. If I'm being honest, I wish Jon Snow would have stayed dead.
You know?
I wish.
Oh my God, if he would have stayed dead, Dany wouldn't have died.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
He was supposed to, they brought him back because he had like a greater purpose. Was his greater purpose killing Dany? Because that's not a great purpose.
That's a also
it's like they forgot that they brought him back for a great purpose, and it was like, oh, let's just have him.
Because after he kills Dany, he literally goes beyond the wall with Tormund and all of the wildlings. And so is that a great purpose? Literally, the one part that makes me so mad is Bran. That little word that I can't say knew everything that he knew it was gonna happen, because at the end he said, "Why do you think I've come this far?"
Okay, look, I loved Bran throughout the whole show.
Oh, but the last season.
And then this season, I just hated him. I was like, dude, you're so annoying.
I saw this thing on Instagram that was like a picture of the Night King, and it was like he was trying to save us from all this Bran crap, and I was like, oh my God, we should have just let him. Although it was pretty cool how Arya killed him in the last season. Oh yeah, she's like...
She's probably top.
She's like funny, but she's not supposed to be funny, you know?
Yeah.
My favorite part is when she puts on, what's his name? Is it Walder Frey? Yeah, that's his name. Kills him and then puts on his face and kills all of his kids and then takes off his face. And he's like, and she just
psychotic.
goes off. She is literally a psycho.
She's
literally, when the
person.
Hound... When she's standing outside the gates and they say that her aunt's dead, she literally starts busting up laughing. And I'm just like, okay, but like me.
Yeah, me too.
Laughing in inappropriate situations. It's just, but Sansa is literally, I love Sophie Turner, but I hate Sansa.
I hated Sansa
She's
throughout
so
the whole
dumb.
thing.
Like
she had her moments. I liked her.
She was good at some parts.
Yeah.
But, like...
She was just so annoying. Definitely, like, the first, like...
Oh, yeah.
2-3 seasons.
In the first seasons, I was like, oh my God, you're such a prissy brat. Stop. And then she got a little bit better. And I felt bad for her because of Joffrey. Also, Joffrey is one of the best villains.
He really is.
He is the... And I feel so bad for him because I've heard the stories of, like, how people, like, screamed at him on the street and stuff and told him how he was such a bad person. But he's one of the best villains.
He really is.
Of all time, honestly. in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then I like the Hound because he's funny.
I like the Hound.
This freaking chicken. Have you seen the KFC commercial with him in it? Oh my god, it's so funny. I'll show it to you later. And then the Mountain, he, at the beginning, like when he is on horseback with that one guy, I don't know, Tyrell, her brother. Like when he's normal, but when he comes back as Zombie Mountain, he's scary. And
Yeah.
and Qyburn, the guy that brought him back, he is literally a psychopath. Like an actual psychopath. Arya is
True.
more of like a sociopath, I guess.
Yeah.
But he's a straight up psychopath.
Yeah.
Like he needs meds.
True.
It's a ooh, what do we want from Burger King?
That's what my mom just texted me. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been to Burger King.
I don't think I've actually ever eaten from Burger King. Something with bacon.
That's literally what I was typing was bacon.
Yeah. Let's see. But like Dany's character arc was like great up until the end season. And then they just made her go so bad. And then I was listening to this other podcast that Amelia Clark had gone on, and she was talking about how her and the director, like when she's getting ready to burn down King's Landing, when the bells are going off, it's like when you're in the bar with that last drink and you don't want to drink it, but you do, even if it's gonna mess everything up. And I was like, oh my god, I understand it so much more. And then she was like, I don't think they were just trying to say, oh, it's in her bloodline, it was supposed to happen. But they were saying, you know, all has been taken from her. And let me tell you, Missandei's death, I cried so
That
much.
hurt. It hurt.
Ooh, I was like,
It was painful.
I'm about to cry just thinking about it. And then Varys, it kind of made me sad when he died, because I was like, I've grown used to your creepy weirdo self being around. But also I didn't really feel bad because he tried to sell out Dany.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just wish Jon Snow would have stayed dead, honestly.
Same. He's like not even that.
Think about it.
He's not that great of a character, and that's gonna upset some people. But he's not that great of a character.
God, it hurt my heart so much when he stabbed Dany with that dagger. It hurt. I wish Drogon would have burned him instead of the throne.
Same.
God, it hurt me so bad. I get heated when we talk about Game of Thrones.
Did I ever tell you that Dance Moms, for their cover for season 8, it was Abby, and then the dancers made
Oh,
the Game of
yeah. You
Thrones.
showed me that when it was the Game of Thrones. Yeah, that was super cool.
I don't think anybody's gotten that, because like I figured somebody would comment it, but I have yet to see any comments on.
To be fair, the people who watch Dance Moms probably are too young to watch Game of Thrones. I mean, some
Sure.
people think that we're too young to watch it.
Yeah,
Which
well,
is
like
kind of a
teachers
load
talk
of
about it in
crap.
school, and I'm like, oh yeah, Game of Thrones, and they look at me like I'm crazy, and they're like, you watch Game of Thrones?
And then you're
I'm
like, no.
No.
I've just heard about it.
Yeah, I've just seen it around.
But like,
you know?
it's different when you're there for like all the sex and stuff. When you're just there for the character arcs and the storylines,
Yeah.
it's different. That's what I'm there for. I don't
Yeah.
care who has sex.
Yeah, I don't care who.
Who has sex on a boat, who has sex in the brothels, I don't care.
I don't care.
I want to know what happens to Ghost. I want to know if he comes back.
Yeah.
Ugh, John was so rude to Ghost.
He really was. John is just not a good person.
Oh, God, he's just... I know that he's supposed to be all broody and stuff, but his broodiness just makes me angry. Like, lighten up a little bit. I know you're
Yeah.
getting ready to fight a war, but... Do you see Dany looking broody? Do you see Tyrion looking broody? No, he's just
Oh my God,
a
I
funny
love
imp.
Tyrion.
He's drunk all the time.
I love him.
Oh, God. He says some of the funniest things, too. Oh, my God. And then the last season when... Oh, my God. What's his freaking name?
I'm really bad with
Podrick.
names.
When Podrick
yeah,
sings... When he sings in the last season, I lost my mind. I was like, he can sing. Oh, my God. Also, I really like the Game of Thrones based album that like a bunch of different artists made songs for.
Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot. It's super good. And then Tormund is so funny when he tries to go after why can't I think of her name?
I don't know. I'm really bad
Brienne.
with names.
Brienne of Tarth.
Oh yeah.
When he tries to go after her.
I love Brienne.
And then he's like, I drank Giant's milk when I was 10 years old because she thought I was a baby. And I was like, what? He is literally so crazy. But he's so funny. He's so funny. No, this one part where they're down in the, I don't know where they're at actually. I can't remember. I think they're like somewhere. They're down in the
somewhere. I think they're somewhere.
Yeah. And they're all like walking around trying to find that one kid that caught on fire and started screeching. Yeah, that was scary. And they come around the corner on this side, and then Tormund comes around the corner and he goes, "Be careful, he's got blue eyes." And Tormund goes, "I always had blue eyes."
That's so funny.
It cracks me up. It's so funny.
I like how we turned it into like Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. I could go on about Game of Thrones all day. Oh, Jorah dying was the saddest.
Oh my god.
Like, I know that he's like been friend-zoned hardcore. And like, it would have been weird if they were together because he's super old looking. Like, you know, he looks a lot older than Dany.
Yeah.
But like, when he died and she was laying over his body crying, and he died for her, fighting for her, I couldn't hold it together.
I was so sad.
I started crying.
I really liked him.
So did I. I mean, I know at first he like sold her out, but he tried to.
Yeah.
But he also killed that one guy that was gonna poison her with the wine.
He did a lot for her. I think.
He like sold her out so that he could stay, you know, loyal to the king. But then he also helped her so that he could stay loyal to her.
Yeah.
And you know, her brother dying was the best death.
Oh
Honestly.
my god, yes.
It was like the first death that I was like, yes, thank you, God. Also, the way that Khal Drogo did it was amazing. Poured gold on his head and he just fell to the ground.
Oh, it was so satisfying.
It was literally so satisfying. That and Joffrey's death, oh.
Ooh.
Joffrey's death was good. Oh my god. Freaking Olenna Tyrell, when she died, I was like, well, she was like, although, let's be real, she's an actual thug. She said, "Tell Cersei I want her to know it was me," and then drank the poisonous wine without even thinking about it. I was like, what?
She was a word that I cannot say, but like a good word.
She was a bad chick.
Yeah.
But like a good bad chick. You
Yeah.
know? She was amazing. She was the best, like, side character.
Yeah.
That wasn't supposed to be there for that long, but like was.
Yeah.
She was super good. She was just, she was so funny. I'm trying to think of, oh my god, Ned Stark's death.
That hurt me.
God.
Like, especially like when you played with your heart.
I know, he was like, so I've decided, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, he's gonna lose his head. And I was like,
I know, I was like, what?
Because I thought he was gonna, like, not do it because of Sansa or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way that he's like that big of a jerk.
And then that was the first time that you figured out you were wrong and he is that big of a jerk.
At first I was like, oh, you know, he just comes from like a tough family.
Yeah.
And then that happened and I was like, I want you dead.
When Tywin dies on the toilet, it's so funny. Although I was kind of surprised when Tyrion like strangled his lover, but she did sleep with his dad, so
True.
I would have strangled my lover too if they slept with my mom.
Yeah, it'd be a little weird.
But he died in the funniest way.
Really
Also,
did.
I like that Jaime stayed like true to Tyrion, but also I hate that Jaime was like so loyal to Cersei.
I like Jaime in the later seasons.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
He's way better in the later seasons. But he played with Brienne's heart so bad. He literally, they got together in quotes.
Together.
And then he leaves on horseback in the middle of the night to go back to Cersei.
Oh, that made me so mad.
Also, are we sure that she was actually pregnant? Because I don't believe that. I think she was just trying to say that to make him stay.
I think so too. I never believed that she was pregnant.
No. Well, because the girl was drinking wine.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That ain't right.
Also, the whole coffee cup thing, I don't know why people thought it was such a big deal. I didn't even notice it the first time I watched it.
I had to go back.
And I watched it, like, when it came out. The day it came out. I didn't even notice it at all. Also, in, like, I think it's, like, the last episode when they're all sitting around determining who's going to be king or whatever, there's a water bottle behind one of their legs, and I'm like, why do you pay that much attention?
Yeah,
You're
why do
clearly
you
not paying
care?
attention to the story if you care so much about a water bottle beside somebody's leg. Like, you're insane. But I do think Game of Thrones is like my second favorite show ever. Obviously Grey's Anatomy is my favorite because it's still on and I still get to watch it.
Yeah, I don't know what my favorite show is. I like a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Probably like Gravity Falls is a show that I
was
can
gonna say
continuously
Gravity
watch.
Falls. Yeah. It's a show. Your favorite show is usually the show that you can go back and watch all the episodes. And then sometimes you can quote them.
True.
Like Lexi sent me a picture one time when we were Snapchatting each other. And it was a picture of Grey's Anatomy, like, because she was watching the new season on Netflix because she waits. And then I told her what they were saying in that scene, and she was like, you have a problem. And I was like, maybe a little bit.
Maybe just a little bit.
But, you know.
I don't know. I'd have to say Gravity Falls because that's the only TV show.
Yeah.
Besides, I guess, like, Stranger Things.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
really good.
yeah.
I forget about Netflix shows.
Ooh, I can't wait till season 4 comes out.
Me neither. I think season 4 might be the last season.
No. I'll cry.
End of the Effing World. Such a good show.
I need to watch that. I haven't watched it.
It's so good, but the season that they just came out with is the last season. They're not making a season 3. And I just found out about that, and my heart shattered.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, you know what's actually really good? The Good Place. Like, it's kind of that stupid humor like The Office is,
Yeah.
but it's actually really good. Like, I like it a lot. And
I
also,
watched
the
that.
episodes are easy to get through because they're, like, under an hour. They're under 40 minutes, actually.
That's good.
They're, like, 20 to 30 minutes.
Like I said, I have a short attention span.
Yeah.
I
See,
think that's why I like Gravity Falls, because it's so short.
yeah. Well, also, yeah, you're kind of in love with Dipper. Let's just be real.
That's true.
But that's a good show. The Office is good, but I haven't finished it.
Me neither.
Everybody who likes The Office would hate me if I said that. Because I do have a Dunder Mifflin shirt. And I have, you know. I'm like, oh, I love The Office, but I haven't finished it.
I'm really bad at finishing shows. I probably have like 20 shows on Netflix that I've started watching, but I just
Oh
haven't
my god,
finished.
me too. 911, that's a good show, but I am so behind on the episodes. So behind. And I follow, like, most of the people that are in it on Instagram, and I follow the page for it on Instagram, and I get spoilers all the time, and I'm like, gosh dang it. But then I'm like, it's my fault. I didn't watch the
I like
episode.
America's Got Talent.
Ooh, yeah.
Or
See,
World of Dance.
Yeah. Ooh, at a Scholars Bowl, I forgot to tell you, they asked a question about the guy who won, blind and deaf, Cody something, that won America's Got Talent last year. Cody Lee, yeah.
That's so much nonsense.
They
I
asked
would've
a
gotten
question
that.
about him. They were like, what show did he win? And I was like, I couldn't remember if it was Britain's Got Talent or America's Got Talent, but as soon as I buzzed my buzzer, somebody else buzzed in on the other team. And I was like, are you kidding me? Did she really just ask if I wanted the same thing?
Well, maybe they think that you went home or something.
I'm still here.
Yeah, I mean, you're going
I
with
know
me.
God, I don't want to go to play practice. Practice to the show. I don't want to go to the show. I'm not even in it and I don't want to go. That's
I've
gotta
been in
tell
it
you
for the past
something.
3 months and it sucks. Like, okay, shows are really fun.
Oh, yeah.
Because I like performing in front of people. The school show is like the worst show that we've ever done.
Ooh,
because
the
we
high
were all
school show
nervous.
was so bad. The little kid show was the best.
I think last night was the best.
Well, yeah, I meant out of the school shows, though.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the school shows, the little kids one was so good. And all of the teachers were, like, coming up to you guys, and they were like, you guys did so good, you know?
Yeah.
And they, like, sincerely meant it. Except for, never mind, I won't say the teacher's name. But.
There was one teacher, it's the girl's mom.
Mm-hmm. I think I know who you're talking about. Oh, yeah.
She was so bored during it. Like, I kept looking out at her, like, in the audience, and she just had, like, her head on her hand. She would, like, look at her phone, and then she, like, walked out on the door and was like, good job, guys, and then walked out. But, like, every other teacher was like, good job, guys, that was really good. Or they'd, like, come give us, like, each a hug individually.
Oh, my
and
God.
be like, that
the
was
person
so good.
I was talking about is... Hang on. I'll type it on my phone.
Okay.
We just don't want to, you know...
We don't want to out
say
anybody.
anything to expose people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She looked so mad, and I was like, oh my wow, this is a show for the kids, not really for you.
Yeah.
Like, she wouldn't give Landon a high five.
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay. But yeah, last night you guys definitely, that was the best one.
Because it's not nerve-wracking when it's just...
Even though they almost took the freaking door off that
Yeah.
one time. That was so bad.
Just, I think each... Well, also, so we do a circle. You're not ever in the circle because you're already upstairs.
Yeah.
But we do a circle where you put your right arm over your left and you each, like, lock pinkies and it's closed. You cannot let go. You can't break the circle until we all do, like, break a leg and then spin out. And somebody broke the circle last night. And so we all had to spin around 3 times and then spit on the ground.
I thought you only had to do that when you said Macbeth.
No, it's also if you break the circle.
Oh, okay.
But people also thought that somebody said Macbeth. But I don't think anybody did because I think it went really well. If somebody said it, then it would have gone bad.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think anything too tragic happened that somebody says it.
Yeah, although after they went off of the conference room the second time with Miss Greenway, they left a chair on. They left a rolly chair on. And I was like...
That's the second time they've done that, though.
That's the first thing that she noticed. She was like, they left a chair. And I saw the chair at first and I looked over and she was like...
Yeah.
She was talking to Miss Shin and she was like...
There's just a bunch of people that have never done shows before and they just don't understand.
Yeah, like, I get that the high school show was, like, nerve-wracking and stuff and whatever.
It really...
But, like, these shows should be, you know, really good. You guys have practiced for a long time. Also, the high school show, half of the high schoolers were on their phone the whole time. I could see it from up in the deck.
Yeah.
Half of them were on their phone the whole time. And yeah, I can't remember who it was. It was somebody that I sit with at lunch, I think. But they were like, somebody said something about what was the part that you liked the least, and somebody else was like the whole thing, and I was like, oh my God,
Really?
they worked so hard on that.
Yeah. Like, working on a play is so hard. Like, even if you're not, like, a lead.
Yeah.
And set changes, this show was really hard, because for Tarzan, it was just one set that you had.
Yeah.
That never moved at all.
Yeah,
This
that was
set.
so much easier. Also,
Yeah.
I liked it last year, Tarzan, and everybody hated it because of the football thing.
Yeah.
Because of the fight between the... And it wasn't even between the football players and the play kids. It was between the play kids and Bradley.
True.
And he's not even in either of them.
Yeah.
So...
Like, it wasn't, like, the play people, we weren't upset. Like, yeah, there were some people whose, like, parents or grandparents could only come on that one night that we changed, but, you know, it's whatever. We weren't even upset about it. We were upset about the fact that people didn't think that doing a play was hard.
Yeah.
And
Which I've seen that it is.
Miss, Daniels was, like...
Oh, yeah, the tech teacher
Yeah.
that's out there? Yeah.
Like, even she was like, I think they're both hard. Like, I would like to see, like, them football players get up on stage and do that. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, like, they're both hard jobs. They're, like, you can't compare them.
Oh, yeah.
And I've heard people who are in sports and in the play say that the play is either just as tough or tougher, and not trying to, like, start something and
be
make
like,
a
oh my
comparison.
God,
but
yeah.
like, it's hard. It's not
That's
just...
what I kind of hate about doing Scholars Bowl. Like, I really do, like, love Scholars Bowl, honestly.
Yeah. Me too.
But some people just dismiss it and don't even like when I go to work, Debbie always asks me the next day, because I'll tell her when I'm missing for a Scholars Bowl meet. She'll be like, how did you guys do? And I'll like tell her, which makes me really happy to know that at least somebody cares. And like Miss Williams asked after your guys' first one, because you got like second or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, that's super good. Well, she asked because she thought that I went to that one, and I was like, oh, I didn't go, but they did do really good. And our next one is like tomorrow or something. I don't know, something like that. But it's nice to know that people care about what you're doing. And I think that's where everybody got so upset, because they were saying that they didn't care about the play, and then some people from the play were saying that they didn't care about football. I know it wasn't everybody.
Yeah.
But it got a little bit
too out of hand.
Yeah, it was just a big misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
And this year, like, the seniors that we have now aren't total jerks. But
last year's seniors were total jerks.
Yeah.
Complete jerks.
Yeah.
And some of the seniors now are jerks.
Yeah, but not, like, all of them.
Yeah. Some of them can hold it in.
I mean, like, 9 out of 10 times, if you don't do theater, you just absolutely hate it and don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah. Which is where I stand. I stand in between. I don't like being on stage that much because it makes me want to throw up. But, like, doing the lights, like, during practices,
Practices suck, fun. But not just because it's a practice, because it's of the people, just because of the people that are there.
Yeah. But during a show, what was that thing?
No.
Oh, I just want food so bad.
Me too.
But during the shows, I, like, enjoy being up there with the lights and, like, seeing you guys perform. And then last night I was going to come down there and stand out there with you guys, but I had to keep the spotlight on so that the kids could take pictures with Santa. So I had to stay up there. But
during the shows is a lot more fun. Like, last night was probably the most energetic I've ever been doing a show.
Yeah.
Because it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Even though I did mess up the Sparkle Jelly Twinkle Jingly kick line.
It's okay.
I kept going. I kept kicking where we were, like, doing, like, the wave thing. And then I was
it's
like,
okay. At least one person does the wrong leg every time. At least one person. It's okay. It's fine.
Well, because they always said when you do a kick line, start with your right. But we're starting with our left on that one. But it's because we're kicking right.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I guess it's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
It can be.
Also, at the end, when you guys do that step thing, when you, like,
it's so bad. It is
because because every time that you do it, I see you, and you just have to stand straight because you can't get your legs between them. And, like, sometimes they step on your dress, and I'm like, uh-oh, yeah. This might be bad.
It literally just doesn't work. So, like, I'll try to do it, but then I kind of just move my legs a little bit. I'm just like,
yeah,
I can't do anything.
Every time I'm like, I look at you, and I'm like,
yeah,
this
it's just...
And
it's not like I can hold my dress back because I need my arms to be holding onto them or I'm going to fall.
Yeah.
So there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah. I mean...
Which is annoying. Like, I like the dress a lot, but they should have
the dress is really pretty. Dancing. About your height.
Yeah, about my height and about dancing.
They could have took it up a little bit. And I know that maybe they don't know how to do that, but you could have asked if you could have taken it home. And I could have, like, taken it to my Nana or something. And she could have taken it up. Yeah. They'll buy a costume and then they won't think about the person's actual size. And they'll be like, oh, we'll just pin it for you.
Yeah. That, and also the zipper broke on that dress. Which people still don't understand that, where I'll be backstage and I'll get into it. I get changed into it at intermission, so that way Kaylee can have enough time to pin it. Because I know that if I wait later on, everybody's going to be busy doing something else and I won't have time. So intermission is a good time to do it. Yeah. And I'll kind of be sitting there, like, with it on and, like, the back, like, just not anything. Yeah. Just open. Because Kaylee's, like, doing something. And I'm, like, holding pins. People come up and be like... And I'm like, it doesn't zip.
It's broken.
Like, I don't know what you want from me. And it's people that have tried to zip it before, too. And I'm like, guys, it doesn't zip. That's why I have to pin it every single night. That's how it's been.
Listen, I just did not mean to rock the microphone that much. I would just want to say, the spotlight... Okay, so you know how, like... I don't really know how to explain it. Like, sometimes something will move really good and, like, up and down, but it'll, like, get stuck... so that you can just leave it there and not hold it. Yeah. I want to do that, but sometimes I can't because then you can see it shaking on stage while they're doing their lines. So I just have to stand there and not breathe because anytime I breathe, it shakes. So I'm like, and I'm just like, gosh. It's a lot easier when I enlarge the spotlight. So, like, when I do the soft spotlight on them in Santa, that one's a lot easier. But when I'm doing a single spotlight and they're moving all around, I'm just like, oh no, oh no. But apparently I'm really good at spotlighting, but I'm probably...
Me. Like, I really like theater, and I like doing it. It's just the people that I have to do it with
Sometimes.
suck the joy out of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
like,
for sure.
100%.
See, I would do it. The only thing is, you know this. I am, like, everything has to be perfect. Like, the smallest things bother me. And when I can't get my homework done because I'm so tired from being at the school for...
You'd be out there for a while.
I would have been at the school for, like, 15 hours that day that you guys had that long rehearsal. I can't do it. I cannot be at the school that long.
I've been so tired the past 3 months. That's why it took me so long to do that freaking book report. Because I had to read the book.
I've been tired the past week. That's why I haven't woken up since 7:40.
And then I had to wake up at 6 just to be at the school by 7 for the school shows, and that sucked.
Yeah. I'm so glad that she was just like, you know what, you can just come at 8. So I just came in when I got to school, which was pretty much at 8. Mainly because, I mean, you know, living that close to the school,
you live, like,
I can.
5 minutes away, which is not fair. I live 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Depending on which route you take.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah. I think the one that we take to get here is the fastest, probably. Because it's, like, not back roads, but it is back roads.
With my dad, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes because we take the highway.
Yeah.
With my mom, it takes 20 minutes.
Because she takes through where Walmart is.
Yeah.
All the way up to that street, which is just ridiculous.
And then all the way down that long highway that goes to the school.
Oh, yeah. And then you have to turn into the school parking lot, which is so hard because everybody's going 25 because of the school zone. So you just cannot get in there. And it's morning rush. Everybody's trying to get to work. It's terrible. That's why my mom takes that back road down by the football field. So that we can actually, you know, get to school.
Yeah.
I can't wait till next year when I can drive. Actually, technically, I can drive this year. No.
No,
This school year.
Yeah,
Next year, though. 2020. Also, did I tell you Mr. Out said that he was going to print me off a paper?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so don't gotta take the test.
It's dumb. I gotta take the dumb test.
That's because you live in Missouri.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's your fault. Move
Not
back
my
to
fault.
Kansas.
Hey,
Don't move back to Kansas. Nobody likes Kansas.
I don't like Missouri. I don't like any of these places. Just want to get out of here.
I feel like it's probably dangerous to say the state that you live in. We'll just bleep that out.
I live in Nebraska.
I live in Minnesota.
Nebraska sucks.
Minnesota's so bad.
I mean, I hate Nebraska. I mean, there's a lot of cities and stuff in those states. They don't know where we go. And if they do, and if
But
they come
somewhere
to kill us,
that's
then
close enough to get from Missouri to Kansas to go to school.
Okay. It's fine.
There's only one place that's that close.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's fine.
If you kill us,
I mean, it's not like we're gonna get like a lot of views.
that's true.
This is a lot longer than we intended it to be.
Oh yeah, we intended this to be 15 minutes.
Yeah, and it's currently at 59, so we're gonna hit an hour for sure. Maybe we should save like our one subject for a whole other thing.
Oh yeah.
Because I think we could talk about that for a long time.
Yeah, just like we went on about movies. We
Yeah.
didn't even have movies on the list.
Yeah.
We were like movies and TV shows. But mainly because that's what we do.
We like to veer off to other subjects. I like to do that a lot. I like to start talking and then I veer off to one subject. And that one subject reminds me of another subject.
Yeah.
So then I
It's
go
like
to that.
it's good when you're like talking about stuff, but when you're trying to tell somebody a story and you do that, let me tell you, it gets real confusing. Because you do it a lot.
I do. I don't mean to. I just get excited because I'll remember things.
Yeah.
I forget very easily.
Me
but
too.
Then I remember.
Literally, I think that I have short-term memory loss.
I think you do too.
But it's not. It's like if somebody asks me to remember something, I won't remember it. But if I can
like
just
those Spanx that I asked you to bring for
yes,
like 3
you
weeks?
asked me to bring those Spanx for 3 weeks and forgot until last night.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. And if you ask me to bring something for you in the morning before school, I can't remember it. And I don't know why. But if you ask me the night before, I'll remember because I'll put it in my backpack. It's some things I guess just slip my mind the easiest. And I just like doing my homework sometimes.
I hate doing homework. It sucks.
God, why is homework even a thing? You have to be at school for 8 hours to learn. You should be able to teach me what I need to know in that amount of time. I should not have to bring it home with me. I'm not going to be my own teacher. But
yeah, like I don't know what I'm doing. I will say with math, I was worried that I'd have to do stuff over Thanksgiving break.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, I don't. I mean, I have to finish my assignment today.
You should probably do stuff over Thanksgiving break for physics.
Yeah, I'm real behind in physics. But I don't like to pay attention to the videos, so I might just let the videos play. I do something else.
Why, you play video games?
Yeah, that's what I did one time at work.
Well, there you go. I'm scared about next year having to do OSHA. Because I know that they're going to put me on the OSHA list.
If you take certain teachers.
Yeah, if you take Davis, Daniel, or Kirch. And
Don't
I
you
have to take Daniel.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a graphics.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Why do you have to have that to graduate? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. A graphics class? Put me in Mr. Bailey's 8th grade class. It's not that I don't.
Graphic design is actually really fun. I like graphic design a lot.
I remember people saying that she would put in like zeros. Like
yeah,
the day that she assigned stuff.
Oh yeah, she will. And your grade will drop to an F. And it'll be an F for a little bit.
I can't do that.
It's really stressful. But other than that, it's not bad.
I get stressed when my grade drops. When my grade
I just realized
drops.
it was so far from the microphone.
Yeah, you probably can't hear anything you just said, but it's fine. My grade drops like a percentage point. I'm like, no. What can I do to fix it?
I have 2 B's right now. I'm stressed.
I don't want to say I'm an overachiever.
I'm an overachiever.
I try to get over 100% in classes. So I guess that does make me an overachiever. Yeah. But it just makes me feel secure. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good. If I get an F on one assignment, I'm good. That's why I don't really care that I got that one F in English. Because I still have 103% in there.
See, I like...
Even though she told me that we could finish the test later, but it's whatever. She
like
didn't say
English,
she was going to put that grade in.
Yeah. I like to like write a lot. So like in English, when she assigns like a writing assignment, I like to make it like that Dead Poet Society packet.
Oh,
I made sure my feelings were there.
Going back to movies real quick, that is a great movie. If you have
the
chance,
don't
watch it. Don't watch it. If you have the chance, watch it. I'm pretty sure that it's still on Netflix. Dead Poet Society.
Yeah, let me look it up.
It is so good. It is. I watched it a long time ago.
I just watched it recently for the first time in an English class. Beautiful movie.
You're still logged into my Netflix?
Yep.
That's fine. It's a fair trade. I give you the Netflix, you gave me the Disney Plus.
Exactly. No, it's not on there anymore.
Oh, okay. It's not on there anymore.
But there's like F movies.
Yeah, find it on some pirated movie website and watch it because it is amazing. Actually, you could probably find it on like on demand or something.
Probably
on your TV.
It's a really good movie. It's really sad.
Made me cry. Yeah, it's sad. Isn't it like 3 hours long though? It's super long.
I don't think so.
Really?
No, because we watched it in English, and it only took us 3 class periods. In one class period, we only watched like 10 minutes at the end.
So maybe it's like 2 hours. Something like that. I don't know. I just remember it being a long movie.
I'll look that up too.
Yeah, just look up how long it is. Also, side note, Last Christmas.
Great movie.
I've watched it twice in theaters.
2 hours and 20 minutes.
See, so that's a pretty long movie.
Good.
Last Christmas, go watch it. It is
Also
fantastic.
sad.
It'll make you cry.
Maybe.
Also, if you love George Michael, it's a bonus for you.
Facts.
Because George Michael's in it. 15 songs are in it of his. And the one, sit through the credits, because that's a song that's never been released before. And let me tell you, it's a good song. I already know every word. Yeah, because my mom wouldn't let us sit through the credits the first time.
Yeah, that's much nonsense.
And then I found it on YouTube. And I was like, oh, this is what was playing. And then I started playing it over and over. And now I know all the words. And then she hates the song, though. She hates it.
Your mom just doesn't have that great taste in music.
That's what okay, she likes Blue October. First of all, no offense to anybody, but no.
They're not good.
No. Like, one of their songs I can stand to sit through. But when she plays all of them, I'm like, Mom, stop. And I know that I get annoying with music because I'll, like, play the same 10 songs every time we're in the car.
Me too.
But I listen to a wide variety.
Yeah.
Like, George Michael, love him. She hates when I play Careless Whisper. She hates when I play Last Christmas by Wham. She hates it. And she hates his new song, This Is How. That's what was playing in the credits. She hates when I play that.
Your mom just hates when you play, like, all types of music, to be honest.
She only sticks to, like, one variety of music. And, like, some of the artists in that genre we get along, you know, we can listen to. Like Pink. I love Pink. And my mom likes to listen to Pink, too. But other things, I don't know how she listens to them. Like, it makes me want to tear my eardrums out. And I know that some of the songs that I listen to, like, you know, when I try to listen to the Greatest Showman soundtrack, she won't let me.
Yeah, my mom won't either. I tried to get her to watch, we were watching the Greatest Showman, and she was just on her phone the whole time. And
see, that's what makes me mad about my family. Cause
like, if I'm
Danny
trying to
Joe,
show you something,
yeah,
pay attention. Like, we don't get to spend a lot of time as a family, partially their fault, because they just won't.
True.
But when I try to do something that makes us spend time together, give me a little bit of effort.
Oh, yeah. Like,
that's all I want.
My sister, you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Only likes comedies. And I'm like, that's great. Oh, food's here. I'm like, that's great. But because she said that she watched The Greatest Showman and hated it. And I was
Rude.
like, oh my God, you didn't just say that to me.
The Greatest Showman is really good. I also feel like we should probably end
Yes.
this video.
Also because I'm starving.
Same.
So, sorry if you got a little bit bored. We kind of rabbit trailed a lot by about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Hope you
enjoyed.
and hope you stayed. If you stayed this long, kudos to you.
Yeah.
Man, that's impressive.
Give
I
me a
can't
little
even
bit-
listen to us
Give
for
me a little golf clap,
10
man.
minutes, man.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how we talked that long, let's be real.
I mean, neither.
But we will, if we get some views, we will try to do this again. We'll probably do it again if we don't.
Yeah, probably fun.
Because who cares?
I mean, we also have
So-
a bunch of other ideas for this.
Yeah, we could talk for days.
Yeah.
So, we're going to end it here and go eat Burger King.
Yeah.
So, we'll,
See you guys soon.
bye.